Today I want to talk about animals. Animals are our friends, our co-inhabitants on this world, and sometimes they are great teachers. Every one of us, I think, has an animal that best represents their qualities in this life. You know, in the New Age scene, they call it your spirit animal, and in the Nordic countries, they call it your flygia. It's an animal that represents a part of you, but in fact is kind of like you. And if we understand these animals, it helps to understand ourselves, our qualities, and our pitfalls. In this video, I like to share what I know, what my experience is, and a fun little story about a buzzard and a crow. So the Native Americans, they have this saying that everything in nature is exactly where it needs to be. Mother Nature makes no mistakes. So if you see a fox, that fox is supposed to be there at that moment in time. And that could have a message for you. It's only man who is somehow capable of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's only man who's able to be out of balance. Nature can't be anything less than perfect. So naturally, when people in the West heard about these Native American laws and beliefs, they ran with it. And there are lots of people now who believe that every animal has a certain message for you. Like if I sit here and there's just a little bird flying by, like a red robin, that has a message for me. That could be. But if you start to analyze every single animal that comes by, you might go crazy, or you might waste your entire life, because it's just too much to comprehend. I do believe that not only do we have animals that represent certain parts of ourselves, I believe that sometimes they really come with a message. Now, for me, that's always been easy because there's always been a buzzard in my life. I have a tattoo of a buzzard here on my right arm, and everywhere I go, the buzzard goes. With these videos also, for instance, some of the videos you can hear the buzzard in the background, you can hear when I say something, sometimes so loud that it actually distracts me. And for instance, I believe the Loki's Law video on my channel, the second half, you actually have like the buzzard flying in the background. So it's always been here for me. And I think I recognize a lot of myself in the buzzard, because the buzzard, what qualities does it have? Well, it flies really high. It likes to look at things from a distance, just like I like to look at things from a distance, and therefore it sees things really, really clearly. It has the best eyes in the forest. So you might think, oh, that's really flattering for you. Well, it kind of is, but there's also another side, because when you look at things from a distance, that's what I like to do. It's very comfortable. It's very easy to watch the years roll by without truly participating in life. That could happen to me. For many, many years, I was like, I'll just look at this from a distance. I'm very comfortable. So it's like your qualities are also your bad qualities, or your bad qualities stem from your good qualities. It's always very interconnected. Now, people always ask, what's my animal? I have no idea. You can do look at YouTube, you can do a meditation. There's people probably in your area which can help you with a trance journey, so you can find them. But you can also keep it really simple, what I like to do. Usually just relax, go in a relaxed state, fantasize a bit, and just go back to when you were little. What was your favorite animal? You usually get a pretty clear answer. Now, I want to share with you the story that took me about a decade to figure out. Because my animal is the buzzard. I could fill a whole 5 episodes with how many buzzards I saw at specific times in my life. I'm not going to do that. what I often saw in my life was what you see in this thumbnail. Not COVID. Um, it's a buzzard who is basically being harassed by a crow. I don't know if you have ever seen a phenomenon like this, but the buzzard is just gliding very, very beautifully and peacefully, just like buzzards do, you know, like wings out and just effortlessly gliding. And there's this crow, which it's this, it's smaller than a buzzard, and it's harassing the buzzard. Sometimes there are two crows, and they harass the buzzard constantly. And I couldn't figure out the symbolism. It only worsened when I met a person who I thought was very interesting. He said to me, my spirit animal was the crow. So I I didn't understand the crow, so I started reading about it. I read Native American stories where some tribes believed that the earth came into being because a crow tricked the earth into existence. So the crow is like a powerful new beginning. So I didn't understand that. I read it, but I didn't know how to implement that. So years struck by, and that person that seemed very interesting, he betrayed me in a big way. I don't like using word like betrayal because it sounds so dramatic, like I'm in a Shakespeare play. I've been betrayed. Like, I don't want to sound dramatic, but that's what happened. He ran away with a lot of my time, energy, hopes, dreams, and a bag of money. So I still couldn't figure it out. And I still saw these buzzards flying everywhere with the crows harassing them. And I thought, that's just how it went. I was just flying. I was just gliding peacefully like that buzzard. And that crow, he just bastard, this asshole, he harassed me, harassed me the whole time. He's really bullying me. So, I could see like the situation, like this guy was a crow and I was a buzzard, and the crow was an annoyance to the buzzard, like this guy was an annoyance to me. So at first I thought, maybe this is the lesson. Because the buzzard can fly a lot higher than a crow. So what the buzzard usually does when he gets harassed, he just spreads his wings and he uses the thermal energy and he just goes up higher. So if you look at that metaphorically, that means when people attack you, when crows come to fuck your shit up, you just need to fly higher. You need to vibrate higher. You need to just, like, when they're like making jokes, you just laugh at the jokes. Haha, just don't let it bother you. Because then you just glide off and then they can't reach you. They can't annoy you. So the people leave, just like the crow leaves the buzzard alone. But it was only like a week ago until it hit me. That true meaning. Like this, couldn't figure it out for nearly a decade. Finally got it. After that guy basically betrayed me, I had to figure a lot of shit out. I had to start from scratch. But because I had to start from scratch, I could kind of build my life in a better way. Actually, that whole series of events helped me to really put my feet on the ground in Holland for the first time. Which led to me finding a good woman, which led to me buying a nice house, which led to me having some nice children. So I remember that story of the crow that tricked the world into existence. That asshole that betrayed me did me a big favor. Because he tricked this whole wonderful life that I have right now into existence. So, if you have some crows in your life and you consider yourself a buzzard, you might want to ask yourself, what do they want from me? Should I just fly higher and laugh at them? Or are they actually picking at me because there's something inside of me that is not right? Are they trying to trick me into a conflict? Are they trying to trick a new world inside of me into existence? That's my story of the buzzard and the crow. I hope to do some more videos on spirit animals and signs from the great mystery, interpreting them through animals. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week.